Hello. Like the soul permeates the body, so the will permeates the soul. I use some words synonymously, like the will, the I, the spirit, the essence, or the individual Enneagram structure. The last one I will explain in some later video. So a human being contains of three major structures. The first, the bodily one, can be investigated with the natural sciences. The second, the psyche, can be explored with by means of psychology or astrology. And the third, the spirit, is a structure which we can deduce from the setup of one's values. But of course not the acquired values which belong to the psyche, but the unconditioned, one's real values, which we can know about from the holy ideas of the Enneagram. These patterns not only permeate one another, but also have an overlap. They intersect in a point where the chart speaks of the ascendant, and the Enneagram system uses the concept of the subtypes. The subtypes are not related to the contribution of the 9 types, but are an integral part of the whole system. I'll come back to this point in later video. In this present clip, I'd like to talk a little bit about the way I use astrology, which I call the Astrosynergy. In the astrology, we look at the 12 houses in a way that we observe how they are referring to our daily life and activities, the different realms of our living. For example, the first house is my appearance, the second my possessions and self-esteem, etc. In the Astrosynergy, I am more interested in the different energies of the self than on their effects. So in this way I don't eliminate the common implications of the houses, the different descriptions of the realms of our daily life. But for me they are secondary. So I'm first looking at the different levels of energy supplying the entire chart. So there are 4 levels of the self, which are distributed through the two axes, ascendant, descendant, MC and IC. So look at the picture. The black cross symbolizes the two axes. The being of our personal life is the self, which projects its structure in the so-called world. The most outward part of it is the so-called material self, which is the same, in my view, as the first quadrant of a chart. In this picture, bottom left, the supplying energy is the automatic energy. On a deeper level, the so-called sensitive energy forms the reactional self, which is the same as the second quadrant, and it constitutes the pattern of our emotional conditioning. Here, the green color, bottom right. On a still deeper level, the conscious energy has formed our character in the proper sense of the word, which is rooted in the third quadrant. Here is the yellow one, top right. The deepest level is the true self, organized by the creative energy, which is a mysterious dimension of the consciousness. The deepest level of the self, top left. So how can we use the Astrosynergy to be a guide for a journey to our essential being? First of all, we have to acknowledge that it does make a difference on which level we are manifesting our potential. More about that in the next clip. Bye.